Yeah, hey Kevin, I was just following up from earlier this week on play calling. Are you ready to announce it now? This is, I think, the last opportunity you'll have for the game with us.
Yeah, I'm going to call the plays, Jake.
Okay, thank you.
Next question goes to Scott Petrick.
Why did you make that decision, Kevin?
I think with any decision, Scott, we spend a lot of time thinking about what's best for the team. And that's where we landed.
And about JC, I know you guys listed him as questionable. How did you think he handled this week?
Good. First time getting out there on the field in a while, in his pads, moving around. I thought I said the other day, he looked like JC to me, but he did a nice job, and we'll just have to make a determination as we get closer to game day.
Thanks.
Next question goes to Mary Kay Cabot.
Coach, just in terms of the play calling, was it a situation where, do you think that, COVID and the way that this offseason went, do you feel like maybe it's best for you to take on this chore and responsibility now? Maybe Alex was a great candidate for it, but then things kind of got all messed up.
Mary Kay, I just think with everything we do, I just try to be mindful and take in all the information. I will tell you, I haven't called 1,000 games, but I will tell you when I've called it, we're very collaborative. So we have a lot of people that have a hand in this, and I'm really lucky because I'm surrounded by a bunch of really good coaches on the offensive and defensive side. So feel good about our staff.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Kay. Jeff Shadell, your line is open.
Hey, Kevin, 48 hours before kickoff, how would you describe yourself? Nervous? Any different than when you were an offensive coordinator, or what?
I think you should be nervous. You look like you're in a bunker somewhere. No, I'm you know what? I'm excited about the season. I think we got a great group here, both players, coaches, staff. So we're just raring to go. I think we're just like the rest of the world who was excited to watch some football last night. We're ready to play football.
Thank you, Jeff. We'll go to Marla Ridnour next.
Yeah, Coach, one more thing on the play calling. Did you talk to any coaches who maybe, first-year guys who took on too much? Did you debate this with anyone or maybe someone in your past? Just, curious.
I would tell you I talked to a lot of people about a lot of things.
And one more thing, I don't know if you saw any of last night's game, or I don't imagine you're wearing a visor like
Coach
Andy Reid.
I'll be wearing a face mask.
Thank you, Marla. Kimberly Martin has our next question.
Hey, Coach. You mentioned yesterday being a rookie yourself. So in some ways, is this a really good litmus test for you as a first-time coach, a team that's looking for a new identity, playing the defending division champ?
I kind of don't think of it that way, Kimberly. I put the blinders on and I get wrapped up in this week. And the truth be told, we got a great challenge this week going down to Baltimore. Division champs, 14-2, MVP of the league. So my sole focus is on how we can bring a team to Baltimore and find a way to win. Really, everything else is kind of the periphery for me.
Thank you, Kimberly. Tom Withers, you're up.
Hey, Coach. A little bit of a broader question about Miles. I was just curious about your relationship with him. This is going to be his first game back since the suspension last year. And I'm just curious in general, just about your general impressions about Myles Garrett, the person and the player.
Very impressed by Myles, the person. Very impressed by Myles, the player. It takes about 2 seconds to see him get in his stance and come off the ball to not come away very impressed. And then I've had some really good conversations with Myles over the last few months. And I just think he's a mindful person. I think he has a lot of very strong opinions, and he comes at it from a place of he's open. And I think we've just had some really cool talks. He's a mindful guy, and he's a little bit, the team really responds to him because he's a great player. but he wants this so bad, and I think the team really responds to that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. We'll go to Scott Petrick.
Kevin, have you guys come up with a plan for if you're going to do something as an organization pregame, as far as protests or whatever?
Scott, I'd tell you, we've talked internally with the team, feel really good about it, but we'll keep those discussions internal.
Okay, and are you ready to announce who your game captain is? I know you weren't ready yesterday.
I'll let you guys wait till the coin toss. How about that?